Hello and welcome to the Animated Music Video Show, the show where we talk about some of the best animated music videos.
Our names are Eleanor and Giovanni, and today we're going to be talking about Gotye and his music video Easy Way Out. And I absolutely love this music video. It's a great Australian music video from a really cool Australian artist. And I think that it's interesting because Gotye has a lot of amazing music videos, most of them animated, but people only know about one of them. And I personally think that this one is one of my favorites. What do you think of this video?
Yeah, this video is really interesting because this video has this kind of stop motion feel all the way through and very tactile feeling in all the materials they use. And also the lighting is really interesting and quite dark.
Yeah, and I think that it's got this really, as you say, like almost pure stop motion feel to it because it's a music video that uses just about every stop motion technique that you can think of. It's got a replacement animation with the flames. It's got plasticine claymation with the blood spurting from his face. And it's got this amazing cat puppet. And this is the thing that drew me to this music video so much to begin with, which is that it's all full scale. I think that's so cool. Like the first time I saw it, I thought this was going to be some small scale puppets, small scale effects, and then edited together. But no, it's one space, real full size set, rotating camera in the middle, and full size cat size puppet, and full size plasticine blood, etc. Love it. I think it's such a cool idea, and it's such a difficult thing to make, but it's so beautifully made. It deserves a lot more recognition than it has.
And it always works much better when you have the real puppet in the space interacting because you don't have to fix any little distortion or you know that every time you shoot something that is in a small scale, you have to tweak a bit, and there's some artifacts there. But here, no, this is like the pure thing there in the right size and in the right animation and everything there. And that is really cool. I think this is the type of video that the technique and the storytelling is told in the same way as other music videos where it's basically a loop. Yeah. And the loop start transforming every time to the loop start again. So we have seen this in music videos like, for example, another one from Michel Gondry for Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
And this video, they have like a big crane, and they just shoot her while she dance and walk around. And the difference in the Michel Gondry video is that they duplicate every element in each loop, and then it becomes like a big chaos. But in this one, they destroy the room and destroy everything. I think the character also get a bit
Yeah, I think that Kylie Minogue video is Come Into My World.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned Michel Gondry, and I feel like a real Michel Gondry influence in this music video.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is something that I love because he's my favorite director. And I feel like this is just such a beautiful animation in this style. Like I've seen a lot of short films that use some kind of human pixelation to tell a very similar story of someone feeling kind of stuck in their modern, boring life, living the same day every single day. But I haven't actually seen even a short film that captures this feeling as well as this music video. It's something that I think sometimes people kind of overlook, which is like the real craft of music videos, that it might be something a little bit more abstract, a little bit less narrative, but it can tell something so magical.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that now that you mentioned the word craft, I think this word adjusts pretty well to this music video because everything in this music video is completely full of crafts. For example, the knife in the scene where he's behind the kitchen. If you have a look, you can see the material. So it's all about textures, it's all about lighting, it's all about also colors as well. Because we can see, for example, that influence of Michel Gondry in the exaggeration of some things, like, for example, the cigarette, when he's
Yeah.
smoking the cigarette is like out of proportion.
Yeah.
And this is something really, it's like
Michel
a
Gondry
trademark
would
of
have made
Michel
the
Gondry.
he would have made the hands too big and the cigarette too
Yeah,
small.
absolutely. But in this case, well, also something that happened is that the smoke and also some of the things that happen in terms of animation are held by people. So
Yeah.
they're not using, because well, you can watch the behind the scenes
Yeah.
of this, or the making of this music video, and we recommend you to watch that because it's really impressive and revealing of all the techniques they use. But that one is very particular because normally animators use rigs or kind of like different tools to hold in positions on things, but they actually use people. So some people just hold the smoke that in this case probably were cotton or
Yeah,
or I
something
don't
like that.
remember the material
Yeah.
they use, but yeah, and they just hold by a person, and that's it. It's like a brilliant and well resolved.
Yeah, and I think this is something that I guess it's a matter of personal taste, but I have a real soft spot in my heart for real stop motion effects in live action video. I think that aesthetically it's such a interesting thing to do. And
Yeah.
I think that very often when people maybe there's a lot of the time that CGI effects don't actually look better. I'm sorry to say it, but if you have a low budget music video, which this is not a low budget music video, but there's something special about real effects.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the when people choose that specific aesthetic, and you can see that the trick behind everything, and that honesty as well, because everything is real,
Yeah.
which I think it matched with the artist, because I don't think he's a completely DIY artist, but somehow he's very honest
Yeah.
in his music. Um,
And
you-
he has some very DIY elements as well. Yeah.
yeah, and you can see that his music reflects his honesty, and they don't use too many effects in his songs. So basically, I think it's really nice when you can see, for example, how the music video match with the aesthetic of the artist, which is something that I can see in this music video, because Gotye, I think he's pretty natural in whatever music
Yeah.
he does. He's authentic in his own way.
Yeah.
And I think this is something that just match that particular style of music, because sometimes we can see, for example, other artists that are more produced in terms of what we have been talking about, artifacts and effects and
Yep.
all that kind of tools used by music producers, and they use more CGI. It's clearly that CGI shines the.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's like completely opposite. So I think they chose a really the right aesthetic for this artist and for this song especially, and we can see, for example, how during the video everything start transforming into like a more damage and more like they basically smashed the entire set at the end.
Yeah, well, apparently it took them about 9 months to make this music video, which is,
Wow.
for a music video production, that's quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like by the end of that, maybe you would want to smash the set.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, the artist also should have some credit for making this music video, because the artist, when you do stop motion, it takes hours, because 1 second is 24 pictures. So in
Well,
that
or
case-
sometimes less, sometimes more, but
yeah, well, true, could be 12. But the thing is that the artist have to be all the time on set in the same position. So if the artist is in this position, you have to hold the position
yeah.
for very long until
Yeah,
they animate and whatever elements they have behind.
I have a great deal of respect for any musician who voluntarily agrees to be in a pixelation style music video, because I agree. I think it's a real intense process, and if you want that beautiful quality, you're going to have to probably feel a little bit of pain for that quality.
Absolutely. I think White Stripes say that they will never ever again do any other stop motion video, that involve them
Yeah.
in the frame, of course. But yeah, I think this music video also in terms of color is really um, good to have an eye on it because, for example, with the fire, there's something really special, which is they have mainly grayish kind of colors, and when
Yeah.
they put the fire, these these shapes are pure yellow. So it immediately makes these
Yeah.
flames completely shine
Yeah. And
without
this,
any artifact. It's
yeah.
just pure color theory. So if you have a background where the color palette is tinted with some kind of grayish tones, and then you put a flat color on top, it will shine by itself. So I
Yeah.
think that is a really beautiful thing to see in this video.
And the same thing with the contrast with the plasticine blood as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same concept.
Yeah. And so, do you have anything else you wanted to talk about with this music video?
Well, I think we cover everything and even a bit more.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty clear that we
Yeah.
like this music video. We like the aesthetic. We like the way they use the stop motion
Yeah.
animation on it. And
Yeah. Well, the last thing that I wanted to say about it was that this company, Oh Yeah Wow, have made lots of amazing animation. And as we mentioned, Gotye also has a lot of beautiful animated music videos. He has music videos for nearly every song, and nearly all of them are animated. So if you have a favorite Gotye music video or a favorite Oh Yeah Wow video, let us know in the comments because we'd love to chat about more at a later point.
absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have any comments, any advice, any something to say, please leave it below. And please subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell. Give us a thumb up. And what else? And all the things you know that YouTubers do and ask for.
Yep.
So
And see you next time.
see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.